So AI is going to take all the repetitive jobs off my desk,
Yeah.
all the things that I hated to do, but I had to do time and time again, and it's going to give me a much sharper set of issues to handle and deliveries to look at. Is that how that ecosystem is going to work?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
AI is not going to replace jobs. It is going to replace tasks, and definitely repetitive tasks that can be done better by the system. But the role of marketeer is going to be even more relevant in an AI first stage, because that human touch is probably the most important differentiator as you think of it. And as I said, an AI powered marketeer will be more productive and more creative, which becomes a sustainable advantage for that company and brand. So,
Nice. Going by that word creative that you used. See, and we discussed this when we were talking earlier. Um, and you had a very strong opinion that creative is the last frontier that has not yet been conquered, right? Rest all planning and buying and all of those things are already in the system, can be queued, etc. But how does this change? How is this AI tech going to change the field of creativity? How is Gen AI going to make a difference?
so today, uh, the perfect ad to the right consumer at the right occasion, uh, optimized for performance, creative generated uh, using Gen AI within your brand guidelines is possible today. So I think, as I said, creative is the last bastion, for tech, and it continues to play a great role. But I think as marketing will evolve, one of the problems for brand marketers has always been, hey, how do I generate so many assets across so many surfaces and across so many personalized creatives, right? They're just not wired to manage this complexity.
Correct.
Gen AI has the potential to solve for that. And and if you are a person, digital marketeer, who only have done work in the last 5 or maybe even 10 years, your worldview could be that, hey, most of digital marketing is performance advertising, right?
Correct.
But if you are somebody like me who have worked for probably 20 years, or senior marketers know that there is a joy of brand building, and those experiences is what built the brand, and how consumers experience your
Sure.
brand makes all the difference, right? Now, I think the joy of AI and creative in particular for me is that it is going to bring brand marketing back in fashion, because all this complexity of doing multiple creatives to multiple screens to multiple sets of audiences, that can be solved, and absolutely can deliver to the core message. There are many campaigns we have seen, either by Coke or by Mondelez, who have been able to stay core to the brand but then do amazing amounts of personalization. This could not have been possible without Gen AI.
Wow. I mean, what's your? I know you're a huge follower and a fan of building brands and building brands the old-fashioned way, which now, as Bhaskar says, is coming back. What's your take on it?
I think it's very important to not have brand marketing take a back seat. So we've seen how digital marketing has been a rage for the last 4 5 years, right? We've seen it grow at 30 40%. In the last report of EY Figgy report, it kind of now has leveled up at about 15% growth.
And
The
that's up down from 30-40% post
30
or
forty
COVID
percent
times.
right. Because at that point of time, obviously it was growing on a smaller base. Today it's 50% of the overall Indian advertising market, which is standing at 1 trillion rupees plus. 50% of that is digital today. And probably by 2030, and maybe earlier, digital marketing will cross 1 trillion rupees investment in India alone. There are marketers who are now investing upwards of 20 to 30% of their media investment is on digital, which used to be sub 2% 5 years back.
And brands used to spend that money because they had to just check the box कि digital के पैसे हैं.
Correct. Digital ki hai ki nahi. All right. Now, obviously, with the new age digital first brands, they would invest about 80-90% on digital marketing
Right.
because it was a cheaper, more effective way for the outreach in their budget, right? So that played a very critical role. Now, brand building impact of television, of connected TV today, or out of home print cannot be sidelined because there's huge audience which is also consuming media through these channels. It's not just
It's not
digital.
digital alone.
It's not digital alone. And then that's where your BTL also plays a role, your activations also play a role. So marketing landscape has really evolved tremendously. But now over a period of time, what the brand marketeers have started to realize that it's not just moment marketing, right? Today, if I have to buy a product and the market today, the audience today is finding that product on the cheapest platform, there is no brand loyalty. So unless you have a unique product, I don't need to go to your website to buy it. If it's fashion, I can go to Nykaa, I can go to Meesho, I can go to Amazon, I can go to Flipkart.
And you'll find the same product everywhere at uh, a slightly differentiated pricing.
Your pricing probably would be same, but you'll have different promotions, offers, credit card offers, cashback offers, marketing promotions. So marketing investment really took a front seat in terms of promotions, or the trade promotions as we would call in a traditional world, which have become online promotions, right? But over a period of time, in about 3, 4, or 5 years, they've realized that it is my brand is taking a hit. So brand marketing is now coming back in a big way and playing very critical role.
No, I think I agree, and would like to add that there is a possibility for the first time that these barriers between brand marketing and performance marketing will collapse.
Yeah,
Wow.
Can collapse, right?
it should.
It should, and that is the I think that's my wish list for what
Yeah.
AI should do, because what brands are saying is, I don't need to build my brand by telling the story to everyone and hoping say 2-3% people
Someone will buy.
someone will buy, right? I need to tell my story uh, in the most authentic way for those people who seek my brand and I stand out. So if I deliver that authenticity to those audiences, right, in a video first or a kind of a way, right, in a very personalized manner, that builds the brand on its own and it can actually drive better performance.
Yeah.
So
Certainly.
it just makes the whole ability of not knowing whom I'm talking to, but even if I know whom I'm talking to, right, it is not just a transaction, it is also an experience that can be delivered.
Correct.
So this ability to do full funnel marketing measurement and ability to do personalized video creative at scale, which is data backed within your brand guidelines, uh, uh, and these are the opportunities how new age brands can be built, and which is what we are seeing a lot of brands today in the D2C space, who used to take a very long time to move from 100 crore revenue to a 500 crore revenue, are able to go omni-channel, are able to sign brand ambassadors, are able to do brand marketing while clearly optimizing a performance and reducing the time to scale to a 500 crore from 4 or 5 years to less than 2 years, right? And that is possible because of this opportunity that they have.
Wow, that's nice.